Over the weekend, President Trump really ramped up his war of words with Amazon. He had a pair of Twitter messages. The takeaway, he said the U.S. Postal Service will lose $1.50 on average for each package it delivers for Amazon, and added that the post office scam must stop. Amazon must pay real costs and taxes now. So tech had really been the underperformer over the last couple of months. If you come inside the Bloomberg, earnings estimates are still really good for all of these companies. The white line here is looking at 29% earnings growth this year, despite the fact that we've seen a recent pullback. Luke, which wins out?
Well, I think that's going to be the question of this quarter, and it'll be also not just looking at this earnings, but maybe earnings a little further down the road. And to move away from Amazon, but to another A word in the tech space, Apple. When we look at not just the earnings estimates for now, but the quarters that follow, by the end of the year for Apple's consumer group, we've got revenue top line growth expectations falling to about growth of 2.2%, and they're really taper off in the years to come. So maybe for this quarter and for the near term, the fundamentals win out, and it's good for tech stocks. But looking a little further down the road, both Apple and semis, right now revenue growth down the road isn't expected to be all that strong.
So, Paul, take us into the tech phenomenon, particularly toward the end of the last quarter where there really was a sell-off. First, you had the Facebook situation with Cambridge Analytica. Then you had the president weighing in, as Alix said, about Amazon. Is it all a regulatory issue? Is that the only issue with tech? And if so, how do you price that in going forward?
It's going to be a question of regulatory issues and competition from other sources as well. Also, people will have to figure out whether or not these sorts of this tech trend, and the extrapolation into how it affects our lives, is that going to continue? And people have had reason to doubt that now. That's not unusual with a disruptive sort of change in the economy from sectors like these. For a trader, it's going to be a tough environment. For an investor, we think the go forward is more positive. The trajectory is still positive. The earnings we think will still be good, and these will be buying opportunities in tech.